Hello and welcome to the fourth session of computer networking. Hi, I am Dr. Bankim Jani, and in the first session we talked about history of computers. In the second session we talked about MAC address. In third there was foundation of IP address, and today we'll be discussing the subnetting part, something which is so interesting and it is so important. Links of first three sessions, they are already given below. So if you have not seen it, just go through it. It will be very helpful. And in case if you are not subscribed, please subscribe so that you get the notifications immediately. Let's start. As we'll be doing some practical of subnetting, it would be very important for the better understanding, especially for those who are appearing for GATE examination, for engineering students, or anyone who is interested in seeking knowledge. Now that's our first question. No marks for which laptop is this, right? This is Sony Vaio. That's fine. But do you find any speciality in the logo of Sony Vaio? Why the logo is like this? We'll discuss it at the end of the session. So we started our understanding with the definition of networking. And what networking is? Networking is when two devices, they talk with each other to share information and share resources, which you know it very well. And that's why the identity is so important. And when we talk about identity, we said that there are two types of identity. One is the MAC address and second is the IP address. And in IP address there was IPv4 and IPv6. We are talking about IPv4, and the foundation of IPv4, that is what we have already talked about or discussed, right? Just a very high speed revision, like say in IPv4 this was like a 32-bit system, right, addressing system, and there was class A, class B, class C, class D and class E. Class A which was 1 to 126, class B which was 128 to 191, class C which was 192 to 223, class D which was 224 to 239, and finally it was class E 240 onwards, right? We discussed also class A, class B and class C. That is, in these cases there was a concept of default mask, right? So it was network, host, host, host. So that's why this was /8. What was this /8? That was nothing but number of network bits. Now remember, this is for default mask, right? This is for default mask. So in case of class B, it was network, host, host, and that was giving us the value of /16, right? And over here network and host, and this was giving us /24. Okay, so now in class A, class B and class C, this is network bit and this is host bit. So number of network bits in class A, 8, 24, 16, 16 and 24 and 8. Now we know that when it is 2 raised to 8, so number of possible hosts in one specific network in case of class C would be 2 raised to 8 minus 2, that is 256 minus 2, that comes to 254, right? Now in case of say class B, it will become 2 raised to 16, right? So 2 raised to 16, this is in case of class B. 2 raised to 16 minus 2, so this was like 10 is 1024, so 1k. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, this is 1k, 2k, 4k, 8k, 16k, 32k and 64k. That comes to 65536. This is a huge number. So many hosts into one network. Now in case if you watch for class A, that will go in million, right? That would be too big. And especially we also learned one more concept, and that concept was public and private IP address. Private IP address we are comfortable, that's okay because they are free. Public IP address you have to pay for it. So that means you can't afford to waste any IP address. So that's the reason we are learning subnetting. So what subnetting is? Putting in very simple words, what subnetting is? Subnetting is nothing but when you are dividing, this is your whole network, you are dividing into several parts. You are dividing into several parts so that each part can be given to one specific department, and then they can talk with each other, they can communicate with each other, right? How they communicate, that is what is called as the routing, and we'll be discussing about routing at a later stage. But over here, when we are dividing network into smaller component, it is called as the subnetting. So there would be subnet 1, subnet 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, let's take example. We'll understand this entire thing with the example only. So it will make concept so clear and very easy to digest. Okay, so here is the company ABC. Now it has got marketing department, sales department, HR department, R&D department and the executive. So it means we have got the 5 departments. Now every department would like to work independently, so there will be 5 subnets, correct? So this is major company. Just consider this would be the network, right? This would be the major network, and each department into this company, they are nothing but they are subnet. So subnetting is, as we talked about, dividing the network. Now how do we divide the network, right? So remember, whenever you want to do subnetting, you have to borrow host bits. This is a golden sentence. Just remember, you have to borrow host bits. Let's understand the subnetting with one example. Say this is our network 50.0.0.0, right? This is class A because this first octet is lying between 1 to 126. Okay, so its default mask would be /8. That means 255.0.0.0. Fine, because this is network. So remember, network is something which will not touch. So that means we'll be borrowing bits only from the host component because this is the host, right? So whenever we want to do subnetting, as we said, borrow host bits, right? Borrow host bits. The question comes, how many bits we want to borrow? Now this depends upon how many subnets we want. So let's say for this particular example, we say that we want 5 subnets. Okay, we want 5 subnets. Let's simplify this thing. We erase this, and what we write is that this is our network. Our requirement is 5 subnets. Fine. So 5 subnets. Formula is 2 raised to x minus 2 should be 5. That is number of subnets needed. Okay, and what is x? Well, x is number of bits to be borrowed. Bits to be borrowed. Now this is easy. 2 raised to x minus 2 is equal to 5. So that means 2 raised to x is equal to 7. So if the value of x is 1, so then 2 raised to 1 is 2. It is less than 7. 2, it becomes 2 raised to 2, that is 4. Again it is less. When the value of x is 3, then it becomes 2 raised to 3 is 8. Now this is fine. This is sufficient. So what we understand is that value of x is 3. In other words, 3 bits are to be borrowed. So for network 50.0.0.0, we shall borrow 3 host bits. Correct? Why? Because we want 5 subnets. Now these 3 host bits, they are to be borrowed from the host side. That's our network component. So how do we do that? Well, this is 255. This is what? This is our default mask. Default mask means when we have not borrowed any of the bits. Now we'll be borrowing the bits, so that's why its new name would be subnet mask, right? It would be subnet mask. Now this is network component. Rest is all host, host, host. We have to borrow 3 host bits. We can borrow it from here or here, but this bit will be used more frequently. So these are the bits which are least used, right? They will be least used. So that's the reason we shall be borrowing 3 bits from here. So let's expand it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We put a cut here because we are borrowing these 3 bits. So they are now onwards called as subnet, and this portion would be called as the host. Remember, this is the second octet we are talking about. Network and subnet bits, they are represented as 1. Host bits, they are represented as 0. So remember in default mask when I told you that network bits are 1, but today we are talking about the subnet mask, means we are borrowing the bits. So that's why subnet bits, they will also become 1. So all these bits, they were previously 0, but now they are 1. Correct? They are 1. These are the host bits, they will be 0. 50.0.0.0, 5 subnets, and you borrowed 3 bits. So this became 255.123 cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there was like third octet and fourth octet. We made these bits 1. This is 128, this is 64, this is 32, right? So the total of this entire thing, these are all zeros. Correct? So this will be how much? This will be 128 plus 32, it would be 160. 160 plus 64, it will be 224. So this is 224. This is 255.224.0.0. This is what is called as the subnet mask. This is subnet mask. Now calculation is not ending at this point. This is the first portion which we have completed. The second part which we have to do is that what would be the range? What would be the range of, let's say, second subnet? Now this is something which you have to practically implement it, because second subnet, that is that sales people, they would say that what IP address should we be giving to our PCs or our computers, right? So over here our next step would be to calculate that. So remember, when we are making multiple subnets, first subnet, second subnet, third subnet, every subnet will be having the same subnet mask. This is for the example we are calculating the subnet number 2. So let me show you how to calculate that. And by the way, you can also write this thing as what? This is network, this is subnet. How many network bits are there? 8 bits. How many subnet bits are there? 3 bits. 8 plus 3, 11. So you can write this subnet mask as 11. 8 plus 3. 8 was network and this was subnet. I'll just write over here as /11. Now to understand that how to calculate subnet 2. I'll show you the whole method, and then I'll show you one blazing fast method by which you can just calculate it, but this is for understanding. It will be very helpful as you'll be proceeding further. That is when you'll be doing your CCNP, CCI. So at that time, this particular understanding will be vital. So we know that we have to calculate subnet 2. That means range. Range means what? First host to last host. Okay, first host to last host. It is range of second subnet. So we'll make binary of 2. Binary of 2 is 1 0, right? This is 2 raised to 0, this is 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 1 is 2. So that's why we are just taking this number. This is 1 0. Now we borrowed 3 bits. So let's say now we call the major network 50.123 cut 1 2 3 4 5 and rest of the octets. These were subnet bits. So that's the reason that over here these bits, they will be landing here, right? So this is 1 0. We can very well write it like 0 1 0 because this 0 is on the left side, so we can fill up that space. Okay, so this is 1 0. Now what would be the value of this entire octet? It would be 64 because rest of the bits, they are still 0. This 50.64.0.0 is what is called as the second subnet header. Now this second subnet header, that is 50.64.00, is representing the entire second subnet. Now we'll find out the range. Range means first host to last host. So for network 50.0.0.0 /11 was subnet mask because we wanted 5 subnets. They were needed, and in order to calculate the second subnet range, we found out that it is the 50.64.0.0. That's the second subnet header, right? And now for the range. First host. The first host is 50.123 cut 1 2 3 4 5, and then we have got 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All these bits. This is the subnet portion. This was 0 1 0. That's how we got 64. And over here, for the first host, all host bits would be 0 except the last one. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 1, right? So what would be the value? It would be 50.64.0.1, right? This is all 0 and this would be 1 and this would be 64. So that's our first host. That was quite easy. Now for the last host. For the last host, you have to remember that all host bits, they'll become 1. Only the last one, it would be 0. So over here, this would be 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and last one would be 0, right? So in order to calculate this thing, this is 64, this would be 32. So obviously the total of all of them would be 1 less than the next number. So this is 32. So this will become 31. So here 64 plus 31, right? 64 plus 31, that would be 95. So this will become 50.95 dot, all of them are 1, so you know it very well, it would be 255. So 255 dot, and this would be 254, 1 less, so this is 254. So that's our final conclusion. When the network is 50.0.0.0 slash 11 becomes our subnet mask, right? Why? Because we needed 5 subnets, and then we wanted the range of second subnet, correct? And in that case we figured out that there was something called as header, and that header was 50.64.0.0. and then in case of range, the range was like first host to last host, right? First host to last host. The first host was, that was easy, 50.64.0.1, right? The last all 0 0 0, last one 1. 2, this was 50.95.255.254. Let's take this time 175.75.0.0. This is class B because it is falling in the range of 129 to 191. That's right, and we are dealing with the first octet only. Now over here it would be network, host, host. So its default mask would be /16, that is 255.255.0.0. So this is the basic. Now let's see what's our requirement. Our requirement in this case is, let's say we want this time more, say 18, right? We want 18 subnets. Now for the 18 subnet, again we use the same formula, so this time we'll be going a bit fast. 2 raised to x minus 2 is equal to 18, so that means 2 raised to x should be 20. So when it is 1, it is 2, right? When the value of x is 1, so our final value will become 2, 2 raised to 1. 2, it would be 4, 3, 8, 4, 16, still insufficient. 5, yes, 32. So that is when the x is 5, we get a number which is higher than 20. Right? It should not be less, it has to be higher. So we'll borrow 5 host bits. Simply put, 255.255, this is something which will not touch surely, because this is network. Bits are always borrowed from the host component, right? So 1 2 3 4 5, these are the 5 bits which will borrow. 1 2 3, that will remain as such, and this is the 4th octet which right now we are not touching. So this will be 1 2 3 4 5, and this is 0 0 0. So all these values, they will become 1 because they are representing subnet. So 128, 64, 32, 16, 8. Add alternate numbers. 128 plus 32 is 160. 64 plus 16, it is 80, and this is 8. So 160 plus 80 plus 8, right? How much it reaches? 248, correct? So this is 255.255.248.0. What we shall call this? This will be called as subnet mask, right? It is the subnet mask because this is a mask which is telling that how many bits are for network, how many bits are for subnet, and how many bits are for host. Okay, and how shall we write this thing? 8 bits here, 8 bits here, and 5 bits here, correct? 8 plus 8, 16 plus 5. So that means we can write this thing as /21. Clear? Okay. So here 175.75.0.0 and we wanted 18 subnets. We borrowed 5 host bits. Because 5 host bits they were borrowed, we came up with the answer of 255.255 network, and over here 248 because 5 bits were borrowed, 5 host bits were borrowed. So this was 5 bits, they were for subnet, 3 bits they are for host, and finally this is 0 because this entire thing is for host, and this we called as the subnet mask. Now let's say in this case we want to find out the range of 5th subnet, right? So subnet number 5 is to be calculated. So what would be the binary of 5? Binary of 5 will be 4 plus 1, so it would be 1 0 1, and we'll place it over here. For that we need to call our major network. So 175.75.12345 cut 1 2 3. This 101 will remain here. Rest of these they can be filled with 0, right? And these are all 0 because these are all host, and obviously the last octet which is a fully host. So what would be the value? 1 2 4 8 16 32. 32 plus 8, that is 40. So 175.75.40.0. This would be called as, correct, 5th subnet header, right? This is 5th subnet header. And what would be the range? The range would be first host. So that is easy because I'll just write down these bits over here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? For first host all of them they will be 0 except the last would be 1. So the first host would be 175.75.40.1. This would be the first host, and the range means first to last. So it would be, now for the last one it would be 111, 1111, 111, and last would be 0, right? So over here this is 40, this is what, 4 2 1, so that is another 7, and this would be 250. So this would be 254. So its value would be 175.75. This is 40, this is 4 plus 2 plus 1 7, so 47, and this would be 254, so that's 254. This will be your last host, correct? And that's what is called as the range. Okay, so now we'll talk about class C. Let's take 200.20.2.0, right? So this would be 255.255.255.0 /24. That way also we can write, right? And this is class C because this is falling into the range of 192 to 223 exactly. Perfect. So that's why it is class C. Now let's say in this case we want, say, 8 subnets. We want 8 subnets and we want a range of, let's say, third, right? Third subnet. Now we'll calculate it quite fast. 2 raised to x minus 2 is equal to 8. So 2 raised to x is equal to 10. So that means 2, 4, 8, 16. That means over here we'll be requiring 4 bits. We have to borrow 4 bits. When we are borrowing 4 bits, so it means we'll be borrowing it from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, cut 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this will be the subnet portion, this would be the host portion. These bits will become 1. When they will become 1, 128, 64, 32 and 16. Add, alternate. 1. So this would be 128 plus 32, 160. 64 plus 16, 80. That fetches the value of 240. So it means 255.255.255.240. This would be subnet mask. That's right, that would be subnet mask. We can write this subnet mask like 255 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4, right? So this is 8 3s are 24 plus 4 slash 28 can also be mentioned. Next, we want a range of third subnet. So easy. 3. Binary of 3 would be 1 1 1 1, 2 plus 1 3, and we'll place it over here. So we'll place it like 200.20.2. Remember, we cannot touch it because that is the network portion. And 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 bits borrowed 4, right? And we want the range of third, so its binary is 1 1. The rest we can put 0. So what will be the total calculation? These will be 0 0 0 0. So it would be like 200.20.2 dot. What's the value of this entire octet? Well, this is 64, this is 128, this is 64, this is 32, and this is 16. So it would be 48. So this is subnet header. Which number? Third subnet header. That's right. Now for the range, that is first host. First host would be when all the host bits are 0 and last one is 1. So here the host component is only this much. So it will be 0 0 0 and 1. Now this one will add in this 48. So it will become 200.20.2.49. Getting it? Okay. To last host. Last host would be 1 1 1 and 0. Why so? Because we have to touch only the host component. We don't have to touch the network component. This is subnet component and these are the network component. We don't have to touch network and subnet components. So its value will become 200.20.2 dot. Can you guess how much would it be? If not, pause the video, calculate. It's very easy. Okay, it is 32 plus 16. See, this would be the bit placement 0 0 1 1. This was the subnet portion, and 1 2 3 4. This would be 1 1 1 and 0. This would be the host portion. So here it would be 2 4 8 16 and 32, right? If we make a total of this, it would be 32 plus 16 48, 48 plus 8 56, plus 4 60, plus 2 62. Answer would be 62, and this is what is called as the range. Now, as promised, the trick for blazing fast calculation, right? Really, this would be so helpful. 75.0.0.0. We want 25 subnets. What would be the range of, say, 13th subnet? So how to calculate it? This is 75, right? So this is straight away telling that this is class A, so we'll be borrowing it from there. 25 subnets. 25 subnets you have to figure out. 2 4 8 16 32. All right, so you will be borrowing 5 bits. When you borrow 5 bits, right, then what would be the subnet mask? It would be 255.248.0.0, right? How come? So easy, because you are borrowing 5 bits. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? Now you have to remember this thing. So if you remember this small portion, it will make things very easy and you'll be able to calculate very fast. When you are borrowing 1 bit, it is 128. Let's see here. When you borrow 2 bits, right, here 3 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you borrow all 8 bits, it will become 255. You don't have to worry about it. 7 bits, you know it 254. Even 6 bits, that also you know it is 252, 2 less. Remember this. This is like a center number. It is 240. So 1 less is 224, and 1 more, this is 248, and this is 190. So if you remember this part, that just this portion is to be remembered. The rest of them, they are easy to calculate. So if I say over here 5 bits are to be borrowed, so it has to be 248. So 255, 248, 00. Okay, so this will be giving us what? Subnet mask. Now still a bigger fun is calculating that what would be the range of 13th subnet. And it's like, say, we can write straight away over here, just this much information is more than enough. All we need to do is, this is 1, 2, 4 and this is 8. So 13 into 8. Use Vedic maths, right? It is 104. How come? 10 plus 3. So when you multiply, this becomes 80 and this 24. So that gives the value of 104. The moment you calculate, answer is with you. How come? 75.104.0.1. That's your first host, to 75.111.255.254 is your last host. The only trick, you'll see how come 111? So easy, because these bits were 0, they will become 1, that is 4 plus 2 plus 1, right? So this is 7. Now this 7 is, see, 1 less than this 8. So that's why 104 plus 7, that will give the value of 111. Whenever you have to calculate 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 1. This is 2. Now see, this is just 1 less. This is 4. Right? The total of both of them would be 1 less than 4. So it is 3. Correct? Over here it is 8. But the total of all of them would be 1 less. That would be 7. This is what? This is 16. Plus, but total of all of them, that would be 15. This is what? 32. Total of all of them is 31. How come? 16 plus 8, 24, plus 4, 28, 28 plus 2, 30, 30 plus 1, 31. So 1 less. So over here this is 64. So total of all of them, that would be 63. And this is 128. The total of all of them, that would be 127. The number which is coming up next is 256, and we know it very well. The total of all of them is 255. So let's take one more example. So this time we take it like 105.0.0.0. Let's say this time we want 55 subnets and we want the range of, say, 25th subnet. Correct? 25th subnet. Now with this calculation, this is 55. So we write it something like that: 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to borrow 6 bits. Remember, 8 bits was 255, right? 7 bits, that was 254. 6 bit was 252. Straight away, you are ready with your subnet mask. 255.252.0.0. So what's this? This is subnet mask. Now visually also, you just open this thing: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have borrowed 6 bits. Cut is here. What will the value of this? 1, 2, 4. Okay, this is 4. what we are supposed to calculate? We are supposed to calculate range of 25th. So 25 into 4 is what? 100. So it would be like 105.100.0.0. This is what? This is your 25th subnet header, right? So obviously when the header is there, the first host is very easy to calculate. So first host becomes, right, 105.100.0.1, and the last host, now last host would be 105 dot, this is 100, these two bits, what would the value? 2 plus 1 3, so 103.255.254. that's your answer. And one more interesting thing, if you add one more in this, so it is 105.103.255.255. so this is what is called as the broadcast address. It's called as the broadcast address. So that's how we calculate. Now there is one concept of subnet 0. Deliberately I kept it for the last. Now what subnet 0 is, say if I make a network, say 10.0.0.0, right, and we want 5 subnets, so this would be like practice also, and I want to calculate first subnet range. Okay, so quickly you can calculate 5 subnets, so that means you'll be borrowing 3 bits. When you'll be borrowing 3 bits, so it would be 4, if you borrow 4 bits it is 240, so 3 bits it is 224, right, one less. So over here its subnet mask would be 255.224.0.0. in this case 1 2 3 cut 1 2 3 4 5. Now when I calculate first subnet range, the binary of 1 would be 1. So here it is 1, this is 0, this is 0. These are all zeros. And what would be the range? In that case range would be 10 dot, this is 32, 10 dot 32 dot 0 dot 0. This is what? This is subnet header. Which number? First. Correct, first subnet header. So what would be the range? What would be the range? The range would be 10.32.0.1 to 10 dot, and now in this case, as we discussed, this entire thing will become, when it becomes 1, it will be 1 less, so 32, so this value will be 31, so total will be 32 plus 31, that is 63, 63.255.254. This would be range, correct? Now tell me, we started with 10.0.0.1. Where are 10.0.0.1 to 10.31.255.255? Where are these IP addresses? Where are they? Lost. They are lost. And that's the reason subnet 0 came into existence, to save these IP addresses, right? To save these IP addresses, subnet 0 came. So now our calculations would change slightly. As such, not much, but this is an important understanding. Okay, what subnet 0 tells? It tells that you can use 0 subnet also. Again, let's take one example. Say 65.0.0.0. Subnet 0 is supported. Now this is supported on all new Cisco IOS. So 65.0.0.0, we want say 5 subnets and we want the range of third subnet. Now see how the calculations would change, right? Just a conceptual understanding. This is class A, so it would become 255.0.0.0 default mask, right? 5 subnets needed. So this is 2 raised to x, no minus 2, right? We were doing previously minus 2 because all bits cannot be 0, all bits cannot be 1. But now this thing is allowed because of subnet 0. So 2 raised to x is equal to just 5. Now it won't make much difference over here. But what if instead of this 5 had it been 7? So by previous calculation 2 raised to x minus 2 is equal to 7. So we'll do it like 7 plus 2, 9. So in that case over here 4 bits are to be borrowed, right? But over here we just have to borrow 3 bits, correct? 3 bits. So when we borrow 3 bits, we know immediately that our subnet mask would be 255.224.0.0. Okay, so far so good. But now we have to find out the range. Range of, over here it is written third subnet. Now when we are dealing with subnet 0, that is when we have not done minus 2 over here, our first subnet would be 0 subnet. Then second would be the subnet number 1. Then subnet number 2 would be the third one. Now how to see this thing? Say we borrow 3 bits. So 000, 001, 010. So that's why this is our first subnet, this is our second subnet, this is our third subnet. Previously the situation was like we were not taking all the zeros. So this 1 was 1, 2 was 2, but now not. So we have to calculate it in this way, that 60.123 bits borrowed and the last one. So over here third subnet is to be calculated, so we'll do the binary of 2 because everything is starting with 0. So we'll remember this 2. What was the value of this? This is 128, this is 64, this is 32, right? So 32 multiplied by 2 for the third subnet, because this is starting from 0, so its value will be 60.64.0.0. This is third subnet header. And what would be the range? So easy to calculate. 60.64.0.1, correct? 2. Over here all these bits, they will become 1. This is 32, so this value will become 31. 31 plus this number 64 is to be added, so it is 60.64 plus 31, that is 95.255.254, and that's the range when we are talking about subnet 0. The function of subnet 0 is to prevent wastage of IP address, right? Wastage of IP address. So that's the purpose. Coming to our final question, that why the logo of VAIO is like that. Now this is very interesting. Now see, Sony company, they were into the manufacturing of televisions and consumer products. Now those consumer products, they are like on the base of analog system, right? Now analog, the representation of analog is like this, a waveform, correct? This is like a waveform. So over here, if you see this wave, this portion, it represents the analog part. And what about this second half, which is like I/O? Look at it. This is like 1 and 0, right? This is like binary. This is like digital. So It's like when the Sony company was telling that we are moving from analog to binary, and this is like a transition. So that's the reason that this IO, that was the digital portion and this was the analog. So actually YO is the transition from analog system to digital system. So over here also it is this binary which is coming into picture, right? Let's move on to practical. So let's say in this case this is gig 0 by 0 and this is gig 0 by 1. These are the two ports. Now both the ports, they should be into separate subnet. So let's take one example of say 172.16.0.0, right? And we want say three subnets. So what would be our headers? First will be 172.16.0.0, 3 subnets, so that means we'll be borrowing 2 bits. When we'll be borrowing 2 bits, so 8 plus 8, 16 plus 2, that is 18. So its mask would be /18 or 255.255.192.0, right? This will be 255.255.192.0, and so this would be our first subnet. The second subnet, because we are borrowing just 2 bits, right? So first would be 00, second would be 01, third would be 10. When we convert these things into our decimal system, this will become 172.16. This will be 64, so 64.0/18 obviously, and the third subnet would be 172.16.128.0/18. Okay, so what we'll do is, let's say we take this thing over here. This would be our first subnet number 1. This would be subnet number 2. Now don't worry much about the Cisco commands, right? As such, they are very intuitive, very easy to understand. But we'll be having separate sessions of understanding the Cisco IUS, right? But over here, let's start. This is our router 1. So we just enable, we give config D and we give the host name as router R1. And we configure our gig 0 by 0, and I think 0 by 1, yeah, that one was gig 0 by 1 port, right? This was gig 0 by 1 port. So this, and we give the IP address 172.16. It would be 0.1 and 255.255.192.0, right? This will be, because it is subnet 0, and we just give no shut, right? And then we give interface gig 0 by 0, and we give the IP address 172.16. It would be 64.1 because this is second subnet, and we also give it no shut. Similarly, we configure the second router. We just give no, and over here enable config D, and we give the host name, and that is R2. Interface gig 0 by 0, in this case it would be IP address, remember the second subnet, so it would be 172.16.64.2 and 255.255.192.0, and we give no shut, right? And then for the gig, and for the gig 0 by 1 port, right, it would be interface gig 0 by 1, and we give the IP address 172.16. It would be 128.1 255.255.192.0, and we give no shut, right? Okay. Exit, Control Z. Now in both these cases, if you see show IP interface brief, so it is showing you that we have got these two networks. See both of them. Now just to check that is it really that we can't give IP address which are from the same subnet on different ports. So let's say we have got one port over here, gig ether 0/2, right? Right now it is unassigned. We try to give it 172.16.128.2. So 172.16.128.2 will be into the same subnet. Let's see if it is taking or not, right? Okay. So config D interface gig 0/2, and we are giving the IP address 172.16.128.2 255.255.192.0. Let's see. Here it is. See, it is telling that it overlaps with gigabit ether 0/1. It is overlapping with 1. It has identified that it is belonging to this. Okay, let's try out this. 172.16 we give 64.3, right? And 255.255.192.0. So what should be the message? That it is overlapping with this time 0/0. Correct. See, this is overlaps with 0/0. Got the idea? So the point is that for every interface of the router you have to give IP address which are belonging to different subnets, right? And this is another important rule. This is subnet 1, this is subnet 2, and that's subnet 3. So in that case there won't be any communication between any of them. A router will be keeping this subnet separate and this subnet separate. Similarly over here this router will be keeping this subnet separate and subnet 3 separate. So none of them they will be communicating with each other unless you do routing. So routing is when subnets they talk with each other. When subnet 1 talks with subnet 2 and vice versa, so then it is called as a routing. A routing came from the word route. Route means path. So routing is nothing but it is a process of path formation. So process of path formation. And this path is nothing but the formation of path from one network to another network. That's what is called as routing, right? Now I'll give you some IP addresses to calculate for your practice. And once you calculate them, write down the answer into the comment section, right? I'll personally reply it. So that's for practice. These are the networks. That's the subnets needed, and this is the range. So it is like 155, 135.0.0. In this 25 subnets are needed and you have to calculate the range of 11th subnet, right? So you have to write subnet mask, you have to write subnet header, and then you have to give the range. Range means first host and the last host. Fine. All the best.